Aranmane to Tamil movie summary. The movie starts with the Amman statue that guarded the village against evil spirits and negative energy stored in an underground room during the temple's renovation. At a graveyard close to the temple, a group of tantric practitioners capitalize on the dormant Amman to awaken evil spirits for black magic purposes. During the ritual, they inadvertently release a demonic entity that they could not contain. The evil spirit leaves the graveyard as a cloud and moves into the village. The village mendicant holy man notices the evil spirit and chases after it but cannot prevent it from entering the titular palace. The palace owner ignored his pleadings since the holy man was mute. Later that night, the spirit attacks the owner, who then falls and goes into a coma. His elder son, Ramesh, arrives with his wife, Sandhya, and their son, Suresh. Together with them are his younger brother, Murli, and his fiancée, Anitha. Devdas also appears in disguise as his father, Sandhu Bondu Nadimuthu, a doctor, and had contact with the landowners. One night, a mysterious being kills the family driver. After a few nights, Suresh does crazy things and says that a spirit is telling him to do so. Also, Murli sees a supernatural being elevating his father above the bed and gets scared. Anitha, who also witnesses these things, calls her brother Ravi. One night, Ravi sees Suresh drowning and rescues him. Initially, he suspects Manju, a nurse that the family got to care for Murli's father, but she has a different agenda, so he realizes it isn't her. After that, he sets up cameras around the house. A few nights later, the elder brother goes missing, and Ravi sees it. With the cameras, he can identify the spirit that is causing havoc. Murli identifies her as Maya, his younger sister. Past, the family loved Maya, especially her father and Murli. She was also the owner of Maya Granites, as shown in the song Maya Maya. On the day before her marriage, she eloped with one of the workers' son, and the whole family was shocked and felt disgraced. Murli passes the good news to his father and brother when he sees Maya pregnant 3 years later in Bangalore. Their father asks Maya to come back home, to which she agrees. On the day she was supposed to arrive, Maya didn't appear, and Murli thought she had changed her mind. Later, Ravi says that it's not true. Maya and her husband got off a stop earlier since her elder brother wanted them to arrive home safely. While traveling in a jeep on the way to their palace, the driver stabbed Maya's husband. After that, he instructed Maya to go into hiding. But this plan failed when Maya's father arrived and told her to drink poison since she disgraced her family's name and status by marrying someone who belonged to a lower caste. Maya agrees to her father's words with the condition that her brothers should spare her husband's life. After she drank the poison, Maya's elder brother killed her husband in front of her, which made Maya vow that she would end the male generation in her family before her father choked her to death. Present, Ravi also says that her primary target is Murli since he told their father and elder brother about her whereabouts and Suresh. Manju says that her uncle is a priest and lives near the Kerala border. Ravi goes with Manju to the priest, whose disciples at first refuse to offer a helping hand because the priest is just recuperating from myocardial infarction, heart attack. But before they leave, the priest decides to help them and starts the puja. After a few moments, the priest informs that Maya has possessed someone in the palace and gives them a lime. The lime turns bad and reveals that Anitha is possessed. Also, Anitha killed Murli's elder brother and poisoned her father-in-law as an act of revenge, even though he managed to recover from his coma. Ravi decides to find Maya's corpse, while Murli, Suresh, and Manju try to distract Anitha by taking the entire family to a restaurant. Their main goal is to get Anitha's blood and put some holy ink on her hair. They manage to get her blood when she is cutting an apple, and one of the assistants manages to put the ink before getting thrashed by Anitha Maya. There, Anitha goes to the house and tries to kill Murli and Suresh. However, it fails, and the priest manages to get Maya out of Anitha. Later, Ravi and the priest decide to kill the spirit, and the only way is to be possessed by the spirit and stab its own corpse. Ravi manages to do it and completes it, but the priest gets chest pain and tells Murli that their only hope is to go to the Mariamman Puja, which is happening in their village temple, as the goddess is their final hope. Murli and Suresh get there with Ravi, possessed by Maya, trying to stop them. When Ravi is about to kill Murli, Mariamman uses her powers and prevents Maya's spirit from killing Murli and Suresh. Before she leaves, she sees her brother Murli, who sheds tears for what had happened to his beloved sister. Before Maya disappears, she smiles at Mariamman's massive idol. After this incident, Murli, Suresh and Anitha reunite, and Ravi reunites with Manju, leaving the Aranmane in the hands of the caretakers. As everyone leaves the palace, Maya's spirit enters a doll and returns to the palace, waiting for the right time to swing back into action. The movie ends with a hint of a sequel.